Hello, how are you? We meet again here in the discussion of color theory. Let's start with session 11. Color theory 11 with subthema color and shape exploration with me, Miss Elida Kusensari from Nusa Putra University. Okay, we start with watercolor. What do you think with watercolor? Yes, watercolor is very beautiful drawing. You can see from this drawing, this is have gradation, have beautiful color. You can anything expression, how to your imagination is very good to exploration anything you have with design with watercolor. Now, how about watercolor technique? Yeah, we will learn about it. The first is about technique wet on dry. What is the meaning? This is wet brush, wet dry paper. This technique creates a natural color grading effect and makes it easier to adjust the consistency of gradation color from solid to transparent. To do this, wet the brush in watercolor paste and then apply a dry directly to dry paper. Now we move to technique number 2. There is wet on wet. It is meaning with brushes and wet is paper. A technique that user meet paper and brush to create watercolor design. To do this, dip a brush in water and then wet in on surface on the paper. Take the watercolor palette, then brush it onto the surface of the paper. This technique serves a great splatter effect as well blurry effect on your plane. And we move to 3. There is dry on dry. This is about how to brushes and dry paper. This technique uses watercolor paste and dry paper. So the watercolor paste is directly depicted onto dry paper without the need to dip in water. This technique can be used to create sharp color stroke effect on your design. Number 4, dry on wet. This is dry brush with wet paper, contrast with wet, and dry technique. This method will create the smooth effect. And number 5, flat wash. Flat wash is a technique that does not cause color gradation effect, and each web its same trend to be more suppressed to that resulting color. Number 6, this is graded washing. Create the effect on very thin color stroke. To do this, apply wet player in the watercolor paste. And number 7 is variegated or color combination. Finally, this technique uses a combination of two colors, such as yellow and red. To do this, apply the yellow color to the paper and the dark color to the until it fades. After that, combine it with red, so the orange color will be obtained. This, for example, color, how to make dry brush, flat was or gray was, wet on wet, water on wet with salt, lifting, and layer over dry. Types of paper on watercolor. There are three types intended medium of watercolor. Them, raw, mountain, brown, now cold press or hot press. Rock watercolor paper. Rock watercolor paper is described a 2D of light portrait. This type of paper has rock and wavy texture that will make the paint more deeply exposed. And number two is the hot paper watercolor. This is hot press watercolor is the smoothest compared with rough type watercolor paper. The surface is very jagged. As a result, the pen will not to be inserted in paper with hot pressed. Surface will dry faster. And this cold pressed watercolor paper, cold pressed paper is not serrated as raw paper, but also more serrated than hot pressed paper. It can be said that heat is in the middle. This paper can work well from traditional watercolor. This, for example, raw, cold pressed, or hot pressed watercolor paper. Now, this is our what using watercolor. You can use all technique with you choice one technique maybe or combine technique. This is, for example, how to gradation, how to with use anything you have imagination. You can expression with watercolor. And now we move can how to gradation. You can drawing animal or human, or you can drawing to anything nature maybe anything you can drawing this, or you can draw the building with gradation with step sketch and then with sketch to move detail and to make gradation with color. Can anything you can trust, or you can draw supermarket or drawing house maybe. You can draw anything with use this technique. Let me move now to the video. We will watching video. Let's go. Yeah, this is for technique. The first we move to you can use palette color. You can with little water. Now you can combine with watercolor paper. You can try, and then you can see how to this color can combine with one color or two color, anything you can try and look what the gradation. This, for example, using the first with a color and give water to the move. This is for you can try. This can give effect smooth in the watercolor. Okay, can you move to the other technique with color, one color with more water. You can combine with salt. Yes, from salt you can see what effect with salt it is. So this very excited effect, okay? You can use water and more. You can use salt. So you can use maybe alcohol for this watercolor and this effect you can see because combine watercolor with water and then with alcohol this combine this can affect the picture is more full maybe or gradation This watercolor, you can texture medium. You can try this combination tissue maybe with texture medium. So this can give effect more beautiful. You can move. Yeah, it's look very different technique. Okay, granulation, granulation medium. Okay, we will try this technique. Okay, we can try. Yeah, anything will we try more technique you can exploration, okay? No, I hope you can try to combination all you have and I hope thank you so much for your attention. See you again. Bye bye.